to share with you guys one of my favorite topics of all time, tapping into your potential. It's really a personal development topic. This is personal development 101. So I just started recording. My name's Caleb Brandalise. I'm tuned in right now from San Diego, California, part of the Southern California's marketplace here with Seacret. And I'm truly honored to get the chance to share with you over the next few minutes, actually maybe a few dozen minutes, maybe around 20. Just depends on how fired up and in depth I go. But we do have a very depthful training tonight, because this training is what stimulates and really what dictates your success as an individual in life, your success as a secret agent here in Seacret, your success as a family member, a community member. I really feel like personal development is the key that unlocks the success to your life, and untapping your potential and really tapping into that potential of the best version of you it's necessary to be able to get to the next level, to be able to get to any level outside of where you're at. Not just the next one, but the continuous steps past it. So as you're dialed in right now, taking the time out of your night, I want you to understand that, look, I'm taking the time out of my day, the time out of my night. I see it as a very valuable chunk of time, and I don't take that lightly. So as you're taking notes over the next few minutes, think to yourself, as we're going through this, what can you do that you have yet to be doing? What are you going to learn over the next course of this time during this training that you're going to think to yourself, man, if I get to apply this, what am I going to become in the near future? Because look, it's all about moving forward from where you are. Now, where you are is a representation of what you've done in the past. And since we understand that to be true, where you're going is going to be a representation of what we do from here on out. So as we dive into this training, keep in mind that, look, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. Maybe you've already started, maybe you're just about to. And maybe you're going to take, a little bit more time to be able to soak in this type of understanding. Maybe check out the YouTube channel we have going on right now, dive into some more trainings. Do it during the hours of the night when you're about to go to sleep, so your mind can soak in it over the night. And when you wake up tomorrow, have your course of action, go after it, and be able to achieve what you're looking for. So anyways, as we dive into this training, keep this in mind. I'm really excited because this is the topic that really helped change my life by tapping into my potential. So the first thing that I was talking about, guys, tapping into your potential stems from personal development. Okay, so personal development. If you've seen this man before, he's actually in the opening of the CD that you receive in your kit. Now, some of you guys, I know that maybe you've never gotten the chance to open that CD, put it into your car, but there's one CD in your agent kit. There's one of them, and it's a personal development CD. It's not a sales training CD. It's not a product training CD. It's not even it has nothing to do with Seacret. All it has to do with is the most important, however, asset of your business in Seacret. It's not products. It's not the recover, although I know a lot of you guys think that. It's you. It's a CD made from Jim Rohn, who's this guy in this picture, that says something like this. Check this out. If you want to be wealthy, learn this lesson well. Learn to work harder on yourself, do on your job, because skills make labor more valuable. The first time I heard this, it kind of passed over my head because I wasn't able to comprehend this. You know what I mean? Like the first time I heard this, I was always really, really good at working really hard at my job. But your job can make you a living, but yourself, you are the one that makes you a fortune. A business like this is what can make you a fortune, because I was talking with someone earlier today about time, like because he had mentioned that money's everything. Money makes the world go round, but I'll tell you what, without time, money wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? So time is really the asset that we all have, and so as your skills labor more valuable, it opens up time in the future, and it opens up your true potential as well. So personal development, check out this pie graph. First area of personal development is B. Okay, so you're going to understand this be do have philosophy and understanding that is taught throughout the world of personal development. Okay, so B, essentially, guys, think of this: who am I, and what is important to me? Okay, so this is what B means. Do is what are the actions, right? According to that. Basically, what do you want to be And then what do you have to do to be that? And then what's going to happen after that? You're going to have. So this is the basis of all personal development. Look under have how it says, what are the results and the outcome? So the first thing you want to do is be, what do you want to be? This is what you get to decide. You are the body, you are the captain of your own ship and your own body. This is your life. As far as we know, you got one shot. Get to be whatever you want. And this is your choice. So decide on what you want to be. That's your choice. And then arrange it according to what you will need to do, essentially. So if you backtrack it, the choice you have creates what you do, which creates the impact, which leaves you with results. Okay? So at your results, as you can see with this arrow, this is where reevaluation happens. This is how you grow through growth, and you grow through grow and grow and grow. Okay, this is how, if you've ever met someone and you see them a few months later, especially here in the Seacret community, it's so easy to watch. You meet someone, you have a conversation with them. I'm talking about, in my head, leaders, or even someone brand new that takes personal development very serious. You meet them a few months later, you're like, wow, this person's a different person. Now, what is it? Well, what they decided was they wanted to be someone else. They wanted to become someone better, right? They raised their standards. So what they did was they rearranged by their choice what they were going to do, and what they did gave them results. Those results are what they have. And it wasn't just one cycle through this. That person must have, if you saw a noticeable result, okay, they must have gone through this cycle over and over again. Rinse, cycle, repeat, repeat, rinse, cycle, repeat. So after the first time going through it, they've established new standards, they've created new actions, they've gotten new results. At that point, they reevaluated, and guess what? They reset new standards. I was just talking with Jesse McPherson yesterday, and I was like, man, you know what? The more I learn about personal development, team leadership, everything like that, the further I feel like I am away from you, man. Like, an understanding, because he is years ahead of rinse, recycle, repeat this process so much. I respect him. The more and more I understand myself, the more and more I understand people, the more and more I understand and actually get better at this business and at sales and recruiting and leadership. Because the more you understand, the more you can raise your standards. So where you are right now, what you decide to be, in order to get that, you need to do activities equivalent. And then once you have it, let's reevaluate. And do you want to stay there? If so, perfect. Be content. If not, let's raise your standards again and be do have. Be do have. That's how you. So the emotional roller coaster, as we go through this, is something that I want to help you guys understand is normal to us all. At every stage in the game, every level is a different devil. It truly is something you'll fight, whether it be for your team, you're fighting their emotional roller coaster, or for yourself, and you're fighting yourself emotional roller coaster. Not just right, because tapping your potential is not just for this business, it's not just for relationships, it's not just for health, it's life. Okay, so the emotional roller coaster. Now, once you understand that this can happen to you, this is where your clarity comes, and you can re-engage and redecide through catching yourself in the moment. Okay, so what you want to do is, first off, don't let your lows get too low. Don't let your highs get too high, right? You go star. Now, first off, on the process of going star or superstar, let's say superstar. Now, to go superstar, got to do some presentations. Let me give you an understanding of an emotional roller coaster that would happen through that. You pick up the phone, you call someone, and they don't answer. Okay, you pick up the phone again, you call someone, and they answer, and immediately you said something strange, and they just get turned off, and they said, no, I'm not interested, and they hang up. That would be a low. However, you don't want to let your lows get too low, so don't, become an ostrich, shove your head into the ground, and start crying. That's too low. Right? And that is maybe a low, or maybe someone's supposed to show up and they don't, or maybe someone comes out and they don't sign up. Don't let your lows get too low, because this is a ride. You know what I mean? Life, it's a one-time ride. So if you're making it a roller coaster, don't have two lows, and then don't have two highs. Once you achieve superstar, perfect time to celebrate. You achieved. However, don't take a week vacation for going superstar. All right? Now, I'm giving you extreme examples just because they're easiest to notice. Okay. However, I'm sure you can play them out in your head in various examples. All right. Number 2, remember, people won't follow those who can't control their emotions. Ooh, this is important. Okay? What's exciting is when you can control your emotions, not even just taking it to the low, but keeping it high. Now, people like being around people that are exciting, and people are exciting when they are excited. You know what I mean? Like I walk into a room now, and depending on what the conversation I'm having with someone, I like half the room looks at me. Like it just happens because I have a tone, I have an energy, I have a zest. Some say about me that I understand that I naturally attract people by the way that I behave when I'm on a good piece of my roller coaster, or when I'm in the moment and not zoned into my phone doing some work or something like that. You know what I mean? Like if I'm present. And also, people on the flip side, if you are not able to control your emotions, you walk into a room and you're like the Charlie Brown character that's got that dust cloud following them. Like people don't want to follow someone like that. You can't control your emotions. You're not going to be able to control a team. You're not going to be able to control success here in this business. That's just the end of the line for you. So now, emotional roller coaster. First off, to be able to help you out of it, first off, have long-term vision, right? Someone not signing into your business, or someone quitting your business, or someone not showing up to their training to help them with their business isn't something that affects anyone with long-term vision. So if you want that to not be an issue anymore, it's not that that stops happening, it's that you change your vision for the future, right? And then, I mean, if you think about this, managing your expectations is going to help you out. I understand that if I get 10 people to answer the phone call and say that they're going to show up to a party, a launch party, I understand my expectations are half are going to show up. Out of the 5 that show up, maybe 2 are going to buy product, maybe 3 long term. Okay, those are my expectations. So I mean, that's like 10 people that said that they were going to come out. Only 3 are getting started. Maybe 1 with product, 2 as agents over time, not even on the spot. I understand that. No, it's not even just like 10 people I talked to. It's 20 phone calls, right? Because I called 20 people, half didn't answer. Out of the people that did, I guess, a few said they wouldn't even make it. Out of the ones that did, like these are my expectations. So the roller coaster never hits me. You know, I wouldn't be a good roller coaster ride. I wouldn't be fun because I'm just straight uphill the whole time. You know what I mean? So maintain your composure. Maintaining your composure is very important. I don't have to dive into depth with that. Now check this out. If you don't have guests, you need a meeting. There's going to be tips. There's going to be nuggets. There's going to be pointers given at you during a meeting that help you get guests for the next one. The environment is going to obviously lift you up to be able to make it to the next one, especially if you even consider taking a dip on your roller coaster, right? If you have guests, the meeting needs you. Your guests are needed at this meeting. Essentially, I didn't want to say fresh blood because it makes you sound, I mean, that's just, I don't know why that's something I heard in the past when, maybe I was at a training. No, because it really is fresh blood. You know what happens at the Dead Sea? Nothing lives there because there's no fresh outlet. There's no running water. If you don't have running people going through an event like the Dead Sea, right? I guess only at the Dead Sea, deadness is good and it brings life. However, if you aren't able to understand this, you're going to have a hard time building a business because if you don't have guests, you need a meeting. If you have guests, the meeting needs you. You're either feeding or you're taking from an event. If you don't have guests, you're probably a little down, so you need to take some good energy from the event. If you do have guests, you're full of joy you need to give to the event. Okay? Now, this is how it goes for sit downs, for parties, for trainings. Okay? It doesn't matter. Right? Now, positives down and negatives up. Positives go down, negatives go up. This is the chain of command for communication in your team. Okay? When you're building a team, maybe you're starting out brand new. Okay? Now, when you are a brand new agent, now anyone with, a few ranks under their belt, you understand the power of this. You understand that, maybe maybe you saved yourself an entire organization that got crippled by following the law. Because look, when you have good news, you want to share it with your team. When you have news that could be something that, is maybe negative, like maybe a customer needs to cancel the replenishment or return some stuff. Don't share this with your team. Share this with your support team. right? Share it with the people up, right? Negative, anything that's negative, you want it to flow up so the people with the solutions can help you out. The people that have all the positivity that they need because they're running a successful silver organization, they're running a successful cabinet membership organization, they're running a successful car bonus organization. These guys can help you and pull you up through a negative time. Now, the people below you, they need all the positivity you can give. So when you enroll someone, right? Like we just enrolled a professional. Oh, sorry, he wasn't able to get the professional set. He actually his card went through for a WoW set. Getting ahead of myself. But he got a WoW set. I shared that with so many people. Group mess. I was letting my team know we just got a new agent. SSE, very excited. Like I was sharing everyone, even the people above, because right, because they need to know some good info too. And so positive information goes down, negative goes up, and that's how we go. All right, now the 4 stages of learning. Now all of these slides, as you can tell, are almost a different area of understanding for personal development. This one is how training and understanding and essentially consciousness goes all together. Because there's 4 stages of learning for anything. You see this lady right here? She's running. Now there were 4 different stages that she had to go through in order to become a well-rounded runner. Now the first one is called unconscious incompetence. Now I can compare it to the business and I can compare it to running because they both are very simple metaphors. Unconscious competence is something that you don't know what you don't know. Okay, when you are a baby in this business and in life, you don't know what quote unquote running is. You don't even know that you don't know what running is. This is before the time that you understand what words are. Okay, there's a time where you finally understand, you're able to communicate with mommy and daddy, and they tell you that this person over there moving quickly with those things attached to them is called running, and those are feet. And you learn, and now you get to the next stage called conscious competence, where you are aware of what you don't know. The second you find out that's called running, you now know to yourself that, oh, running, I don't know how to run. And it started this new understanding of understanding that you don't understand, right? Then you give it a go. What ends up happening is at this next stage, this is where practice happens. Okay, conscious competence is the 3rd stage, and it's where you are, you know what you're doing, but it takes your full focus. Okay, you need to focus on it. If you remember walking, maybe using something to brace yourself, right? And then you get maybe a jog going, and then you fall down. Like little kids get to be runners fairly quickly, right? And so however, you aren't able to do maybe what you're able to do now and run sideways and run backwards and run with your phone in your hands and hold someone else's hands and hop, skip, and run across a football field, catch a ball if you're an athlete. Like there are stages you have to go through. Now, the last stage is what we excel is what we get to when we excel at something. Okay, where you do it unconsciously. It's called unconscious competence. You're not even aware you're doing it. For example, part of this training right now, I can guarantee you, I'm unconsciously competent about it. Okay, I forget what the next slides are. I've gone through this training enough, but there was a time in my business where I learned about these 4 steps. And I had no idea that I had no idea about these 4 steps of understanding. But it makes so much sense when you have it written out. You know what I mean? You can do this with riding a bike. You can give this example with art. You can give this example with language, right? You learn a new language. Like I met someone the other day from Georgia. Now, Georgia, the country, like a used to be Russian part of the Union, like the Russia area. What was it called? Soviet Union. Like it's over there. There's this place called Georgia, and there's a language called Georgian. And I was like, wow, oh my God, I didn't even know. And then I knew, and then I was talking with her. I'm like, so like is because it's like attached to Russia, and she's like, I know Russian, I know Georgian. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Is Georgian and Russian really close? Do you guys use a lot of the same languages? Is it like slang? She's like, it would be equivalent to English and Chinese and Mandarin. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I'm like, you're a genius. But it was like, these were all things I didn't even know. I didn't even know. You know what I know? And then now I'm consciously competent that I don't know Georgian. I don't even know what Georgian sounds like, right? And I'm not going to get to conscious competence about that. It's just not going to happen. No use. Anyways, so understanding this business, understanding personal development, and understanding yourself as you start to learn things that you didn't even know you didn't know, if it's going to help you in this business, if it's going to help you in life, if it's going to help you with anything, as we get into nutritional later this year, there's going to be things you didn't even know. You didn't even know. Some of you guys right now are listening to this and you didn't even know that gelatin is not vegan. Like right now, you were like, what? How? It's a clear liquid. Yeah. Well, what it is it's boiled skin from pork and cow and tendons and sometimes bones of animals. That's what gelatin's made out of. So yeah, enjoy your Jello. Anyways, so I just ruined that for you guys. Not, I mean, made that for you guys. Like that's cool. Stop eating that stuff. Anyway, so as you learn, as you grow, this is the stage that you want to get to, unconscious and competence, where you don't even know that you're doing it and you're doing it full-fledged, excelling and doing well at it, okay? Now, the hard part is the conscious competence, where you have to think about it. When you're picking up the phone and you're saying, are what are you doing this Friday? Are you off? Yes or no? You know, like, and you're like, you're working at it, but and you'll get to the unconscious confidence where it's like, hey man, like, hey, what are we going on Friday this evening after 6? You're off? Yes or no? You know, it's a lot simpler as you go through the stage. Anyway, so I spent a lot of time on that because look, all of these guys are preaching the same thing. Personal development is key. It's the key, it's the lifeblood to unlocking your full potential. When you look at, in order to develop others, you must develop yourself first. Take a screenshot of this or pause this, write down these guys, look at a YouTube video of each and every one of these guys, and pick your poison, right? John C. Maxwell, #1 in the world for leadership. Robert Kiyosaki endorses network marketing and is a full-fledged entrepreneur, investor, hard-edged, won't give you BS and just give it to you how it is to be able to work hard. Brian Tracy, key salesman. Jim Rohn, philosophy. Listen to the CD in your kit. Les Brown is going to make you Les Brown will turn your frown upside down. Like that's really it. Zig Ziglar, my goodness. I think Zig Ziglar is a little bit underappreciated in personal development for people that have yet to hear him, just because he's older, he's not promoted as much. However, his content helps stem so much of what is personal development. Check it out, guys, because in order to develop others, you must develop yourself first. It's hard to pour water into a pitcher when yours isn't full, right? Don't try and with someone else that's got holes in their rowboat or whatever it is, they're sinking. If you got holes in your rowboat too, you can't be like, hey man, come into my boat. We got to patch up your stuff, make you buoyant, and help people get into your craft, or even learn, better yet, learn how to patch their own. All right, this is how we do it here in Seacret. Our development system is of this factor, and as you see this laid out, you'll understand why it's so crucial to plug into our system. Because look, this lady, she went to one of our trainings, maybe an international convention, maybe she's going to this online platform. What she wanted to do, she signed up someone, and guess what? She knows she just got 100% of the info at a training, right? She made it on the Seacret Academy. She's like, you know what? I'm going to go teach about the 4 stages of confidence. And what did she do? She told, Jeremiah, I saw your name. So Jeremiah, she told him the entire training. She's like, don't even worry about going to the training. Let me tell you what happened. And guess how much Jeremiah learned? 50%, right? Because Susie, she only heard it once. So Jeremiah's like, man, I just got the best training ever. I'm going to go from not knowing to doing really well. And it's like, oh, that was kind of right. And then Jeremiah, he's going to go and tell Sarah 25% of the information, where she's like, yeah, like there are things that you don't know that you'll learn now. And then, she tells Den, and then this is what happens. It's called the telephone game. It's a hilarious game to play because we know what happens naturally is people don't know how to remember stuff that they think that they learn how to know, period. Like, that's just what it is, right? where it's you tell someone something that tells someone something that tells someone something. The big fish story, and the fish that started this big was this big at this big, and it's just it's impossible to build a successful business by doing that. So the only way to be able to have a massive success here in Seacret is to plug into our academies, is to plug into our agent core trainings, our internationals, and have 100% of the information go straight into the user's ear. Okay? The people that make it to these events are the only ones that have a chance. Period. Turning dreams into reality? Check this out. First off, you got a dream. Second off, you got to create a deadline. Thirdly, we're going to make a goal attached to that deadline, and then we're going to have a plan of action to be able to make that a reality. So let me go through this with you really quick, because this first one, to have a dream, this, as you're listening to this, think of the things that you want in life. Okay, if we're going for tangibles, houses, what type of houses do you want? Okay, cars, what type of transportation would you like to be able to have? Okay, clothes, things of this nature. Okay, some people want intangibles, charities you're able to help. I guess that goes hand, is that intangible? I don't know. Awards, right? What do you want as achievements? What are your dreams? Your dream physique? What do you want? Now, the way to make a dream a reality is to next put deadlines to your dreams, because once there's a deadline to a dream, like let's say, for example, when you were a little kid and you were thinking of this princess dream house, did you to yourself say to yourself, man, by 2020, I want to have a princess dream house on the shores of La Jolla in San Diego? No, like you didn't. You just had this, you're like, yay, cool thought. It's called a dream. A goal is a dream with a deadline. That's all it is. So when you put that dream house in your head and you say, year 2020, by mid-year, August, I am going to have this house in this area of time. And then what do you have? Basically, once you've made a deadline to your dream, it's now called a goal. And in order to achieve a goal, since you have the deadline, you have what the tangible is, then all you have to do is chart out the course of action, which is your plan, and then you work your plan. If you know it's going to cost, $1 million for your dream house, you understand that in order to buy a house, it's 20% down. So you have to put $200,000 down for your $1 million house. And over the next 5 years or 10 years, whatever you want to do, how much money per year do you need to save and make that a reality? Okay? Over the course of 10 years, if you want to buy $1 million house in 10 years, it's $200,000 down. It's $20,000 a year saved away or stored away. You're like, man, can I save that? Well, yes, it's easier if you're not just putting money into a bank account. You're putting into a fund that grows over the course of 10 years and pays you interest that is not just you putting money somewhere. It's money growing on top of money. But just for like clear sake, I mean, $20,000 a year is only $1,200 a month. If you're making $4,000, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, once you can get to that in your next 5 years in Seacret, you can put away the extra, $20K a year. This is all I'm saying. And what ends up happening is your plan, as you work it, becomes a reality. You're like, man, I can have $1 million house in 10 years? Yes. The reason why people don't is because they don't create a plan, because they haven't created a goal, and there's zero deadlines if you don't even create one. And so it's just a dream. And a year goes by, 5 years goes by, and 10 years goes by, and you're at the same place, having the same stuff, living the same life with the same dreams that maybe you think one day will become a reality, but in fact will not, because you have to put a deadline to them. So hope I said that well. Go get your dream house, Ken, Barbie, right? And so SMART goals. Here's some areas to be able to take notes on what's happening what it takes to be able to have goals happen in a very specific way. Because SMART goals, SMART is an acronym, right? Right, it stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and with time sensitive. And we'll go through what each of them mean so you can imagine your own goals, not just one goal. Don't just have one goal for life. Have, a few big goals at a time and then go after them. Okay? SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Ooh, time bound is better than what I said, right? And I said realistic, and realistic and relevant kind of go hand in hand. So I'm sorry that I did that wrong, right? Now, S stands for specific. So what you want to do is you want to know what you want to accomplish, because vague goals equate to vague results, right? I want some more money. And it's like, all right, here's $5. You made it, right? So goals must be fully furnished with a detailed description of what, when, and how. Okay, so vague goal. Look at this. I will get rich. Good goal, bro. But a SMART goal would say, I will make $20,000 a month in a 12-month period. I'm going to commit myself to 5 one-a-days and 1 wow party. Right? Now, this is a very specific type of goal because you can actually measure it. I will get rich. What does that mean? I'm going to make 20,000 a month over the course of a year. Whew, right? Because I'm going to commit myself to five sit downs and 1 wow party a week. It's like, wow, that's pretty smart. Or 5 one-a-days and 1 wow party a day. I guess you could even get more specific if you want. But look, measurable. This is how you can assess your progress. Okay, because goals cannot be measured. Or sorry, there's goals which cannot be measured cannot be managed. Your goal is measurable if anyone can tell you at the end of the deadline. So basically, let me read this again because I was reading it strange. Measurable goals, the measurable segment of SMART goals is important because you can assess your progress. Goals which cannot be measured cannot be managed, and your goal is measured if anyone can tell you at the end of the deadline whether or not you've completed your goal. You know what I mean? So a vague goal, I want to be successful. You know, by what standards? SMART goal, I want to have a savings account with at least $500,000 in it within 5 years from this date. That's a SMART goal. Do it, right? Attainable. Your goal must be within your reach in your present situation. High goals that stretch you are okay, but high and realistic goals are the best. Right? Unattainable goals cannot motivate you, and easy goals, on the other hand, don't challenge you enough. You know what I mean? Me saying I'm gonna do 15 jumping jacks. It's not something that really pushes me. Of course, I could do them, could knock them out, but right? Look, I want to become a millionaire in 3 months. If you haven't made $50,000 in 1 year, having a goal like I want to become a millionaire in 3 months is just that's pretty unrealistic. A SMART goal for the attainable side is going to be something like I want to become a millionaire in 3 years by becoming successful in Seacret and attending Seacret Academy, vision calls, regionals, act, and international events. It's like, man, you actually know what you're doing. 3 years from now, you're going to become a millionaire because you're plugging into a system that creates millionaires in 3 years. That's awesome. Totally attainable. Now, relevant. Goals need to be parallel to your purpose in life, right? Relevant goals are a sure way to direct your efforts toward attaining something that's concentrated to you and who you are as a person, right? Because goals are instrumental to accomplishing one's mission in life. Okay, so a vague goal, within a year, I'll become a leader with large sums of money at my disposal. What? But a SMART goal, by the end of the year, I'll be a top money earner in Seacret who will be focused on developing other leaders and are also making their dreams a reality. Like, guys, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, a relevant goal for me wouldn't be, hey, I'm going to learn Georgian and go teach bilingual classes in Georgia. It just doesn't line up. You know what? Time bound. This is important too. One of the most important parts of it because look, your goal needs to have deadlines. Every goal, and a goal free from time elements is susceptible to procrastination. If you say I'm gonna hit Ruby, well, guess what? That's not a time bound goal. You know what I mean? So a vague goal is I'll do 3-way calls and one-on-ones, or I will do a 3-way call and one-on-one. But a SMART goal, in the example of Ruby, is I'm gonna hit Ruby in 60 days, right? I will start to do 10 3-way calls by 3 p.m. today. I'm going to do that and finish them by 6 p.m. this evening. So basically, I'm saying to myself, I'm doing 10 3-way calls between 3 and 6 today. That's happening right now. Boom. Right? So these are the versions of SMART goals that you need to be able to apply to yourself. Look at your goals list. How many of them do you really want? How many of them are very important to you? Massive goals that you really want to go out there and attain. And guess what? Put them in SMART format and work your plan, and they become a reality. Because look, the power of goal setting, the power of the promise of the future is an awesome force, right? Reasons make the difference on how your life works. That's just plain simple math in some way or another, right? And so if you look at this, make sure the strongest pull on you is the pull of the future, not the pull of the past, bringing you back, 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 not the hold of the present, keeping you here, the pull of the future, waking you up early in the morning, keeping you up late at night, you working your plan, moving forward, being productive, getting as much as you can out of life. This is what it's about. Dreams and goals can become magnets. I'm telling you. Set some stuff up. I have the Bahamas in pictures, different pictures. I have Nassau. I have Key West. I have Miami Beach. I have the secret agent Mission Cabo logo all over the place. I've ran up like 80 to 100 plus pictures, right? And I laminated them and put them everywhere and things I eat to open up and get my coconut oil. Like they're everywhere. In my like everywhere, everywhere, everywhere on my computer. Uh, right? And when you look at this, guys, all of the goals that we have in Secret are almost laid out. Like Mission 1000 right here, get 5 people by the deadline, right? July 17th. It couldn't be easier. All you have to do is attach your action plan next to it and work your plan. You'll get it, right? We have lifetime points program that's through the roof. Just unveiled my favorite part of Secret's structure right now: free shipping, $99 and up. I looked at, it was just tax and the product order today. I was like, oh my god, for $700 you can get the $99 registration kit and the Wow set to your door, $699. I'm like, dang, this is easy. No shipping. Let's save like $50. I'm so pumped on Secret. But our lifetime points program is in the back office. Check it out, massive, because all of the points that you're getting are helping you get closer to your free cruise with the Secret Leadership to the Bahamas. We're sending people to Cabo. Just had our best friends get back from Greece. Obviously, everyone's already. I mean, I'm looking at the Facebook group every day, and we're only a few weeks into this. It's like Bahamas qualifier, Bahamas qualifier, Bahamas qualifier. I'm like, dang, what are they drinking in Canada? This is awesome, right? So win your free trip, guys. And all of this is building up to the biggest launch in network marketing history at our Limitless convention, where we are launching what's never been done on the history of the planet: nutritionals with Dead Sea minerals. Ooh, that sounds good. I've never said that. Oh, I'm going to say that forever. You guys heard this first. Wow. And so think of this. Limitless is happening in Vegas. We have people that aren't even in Secret that are coming just because it's in Vegas. But guess what we're going to do? We're going to help them see the opportunity side as we plan out the trip to Vegas, so they can understand why they're showing up. Not to have fun, but to get everything they want out of life by understanding the business that's going to help them achieve all of their dreams in life. Because look, a training like this, you just found out and understood how to tap into your potential. Now, guys, we're going to be doing that and feeling limitless all weekend, right? We're going to take, that would be funny if Secret released some pills, right? And we call them the limitless pills or something like that. Anyway, so don't quote me on that. And so, anyways, our next Secret Academy obviously is going to be this coming up Sunday, and then we will have it recorded for you and on my YouTube channel. Check it out, subscribe, do whatever you need to be able to make sure you don't miss another upload, don't miss another training, because if you got any value out of this, your team will get value out of this. The second you heard this and you learned something, your team will learn it the second they hear it. And so the faster everyone moves when it deals with training, when it deals with growing, when it deals with doing, the faster those people rank advance. End of story, period. So get this out there, move this along, and get your business syncing up with the people that are making it happen. Okay? And so mastering events is going to be next week. And I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day, out of your night, out of whatever it is. Maybe you cut this up and listen to it on your run. And so I want to just thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for investing in yourself, investing in this business, and really taking the leap into tapping into your potential, applying what you learned on today, and going out there and making this happen. Let's get your 5. Let's get Mission Bahamas. Let's go out there, build into Limitless, and we'll see you on next week's Academy. Thank you guys so much, and you are so welcome. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Caleb Brandalise, sign out from sunny Southern California, San Diego. Bye bye for now.